A community of nuns had a priest come in every evening to celebrate the Eucharist for the community. Well, one day the priest fell suddenly ill and asked a visiting African priest, a friend of his, to replace him. And the African priest showed up at the convent, rang the doorbell, but he was dressed in casual, not clerical outfit, very simple clothes. And the nun who opened the door immediately was taken aback, seeing this young African young man at the door. And without giving the visitor a chance to say why he came, she quickly dismissed him, thinking that he had come to beg for money. Sorry, we can't help you, said the nun. We are having Mass now, come back some other time. Thank you, sister, said the modest African priest, and he turned back and left. A few minutes later, phones were ringing in the rectory. It was the nuns. They said they were still waiting for the priest. You can imagine their embarrassment when they learned that he had come, the priest had come, but they had sent him away. Well, this is just another case of what I would call Wysiwyg. Have you ever heard the word Wysiwyg? It is an acronym. It is the initials of a phrase, and it means Wysiwyg. What you see is what you get. It's a term that usually refers to editing computer software, which allows you to see what a planned web page or document would look like when published. In real life, it is used to refer to one of the worst pandemics and diseases that affect humanity. And you know what that is? No, it's not COVID. It's prejudice. You see, we humans think that we actually see things as they are. But in reality, we see things as we choose to see them. First, we make up an idea, an explanation, an opinion about anything, about anyone. Then we actually impose it on what we see or hear around us. We judge a person, an event, a word, before giving them a chance to be who or what they are in themselves. A black person in casual, informal, simple clothes, ringing a bell at your door. He must be a poor immigrant, begging for money, isn't he? This is prejudice. Because our own fears, our desires, our needs, our pride or stubbornness makes us judge before we give the least chance for the reality to be itself, for the person to reveal himself to us for who he is, full of prejudice about everybody, about everything. A woman, she must be vain and emotional. That's the prejudice. Any man has to be strong, has to be tough. Boys don't cry. That's a prejudice. Any child has to be simple or stupid. He doesn't know. You see, our prejudices go marching on and make us march on in life. And this is exactly the prejudice the Jews express about Jesus in today's gospel. He describes himself as the bread from heaven. But the people know better. They know who Jesus is. They know where he is coming from. The bread from heaven, Jesus coming from Nazareth. They knew Mary, they knew Joseph, all his family. Jesus can only be what they know about him. Wysiwyg, what you see is what you get. Full stop. And Jesus sighs out of pity mixed with anger, as if he wanted to say, "Give me a chance. Allow me to tell you who I am. Don't lock me up in who you think I am. Allow me to be my real self and not what you have decided that I should be." Is not this the same feeling we have when we are confronted with the judgments of those around us? Once you get a reputation, how hard it is to prove otherwise. You joke once or twice, you become the joker. You get angry once or twice, you become a bitter, angry person. Help someone. You're expected to keep helping always and everyone. Get caught in a lie, you become a liar. Once a saint, always a saint. Once a devil, always a devil. There is no way of redeeming yourself from the image that people make of you. No way of challenging your own prejudices to give a chance to people to change or to be who they really are. Prejudice locks life, locks people into fixed, unchangeable, predictable boxes. It locks you and others in a fixed, predictable, unchangeable box. Jesus came to bring us out of this prison box into which we lock ourselves and others. I am the bread from heaven. It is not just about becoming some kind of heavenly loaf or sandwich. This is about discovering, rejoicing in the fact that we all are like and with Jesus original, life-giving gifts from the heavenly baker, and that is God. Is not this what Jesus told the Samaritan woman when she asked him for water? If you only knew, he told her, if you only knew God's gift, if you only recognized who this is that is saying to you, "Give me a drink," you would have asked him, and he would have given you living water, bread of life. So when someone knocks at the door of your heart, in the street, on the bus, on TV, in the supermarket, in your own family, just stop a moment before you judge the person or the action. Give the person the chance to be his or her true self. Without realizing it, you will be giving yourself a chance to be your true self. Your eyes will open up to see who is in front of you, rather than imprison him in what you imagine, what you judge, what you interpret him to be inside your head, inside your heart. Be open to receive and recognize the other person as a free gift given to you from God. Then you will discover that the other person is not simply just like Jesus, but the other person is Jesus himself. An undreamt, unplanned, unhoped for surprise gift given to you from God. And you will see that you will be getting much more than what your eyes or your prejudice can see. Wysiwyg, what you see is what you get, will change into Wysiwyg. What you get is more than what you see. God bless you.